Today, Mary and I will be debating the Heinz ethical dilemma using the 8 key questions.
An ethical decision is one made where one is put in a situation where there is no clear right or wrong answer.
This is true in the Heinz dilemma scenario where one is faced with a decision to save or not to save a loved one from a deathly disease by stealing the cure they cannot afford.
I believe that it would be unethical to steal the medication.
I personally believe otherwise. I think it would be unethical to not do everything in your power to save your loved one's life.
To support my case, I first took the question of rights into consideration. Legally, one cannot steal under any circumstance without getting in trouble or receiving consequences from the law. This made me believe that it would be unethical to steal the medication, considering I did not have the legal right to do so.
I see where you're coming from, but I feel the question of empathy to me was more influential in my decision making process. This is because if it was my loved one who was sick, I would feel the need to do everything in my power to make sure they survive. There are very few things I wouldn't do to save someone I love. I would also feel morally obligated to make sure they got everything they needed to survive in life.
To me, empathy was important, but not as important as responsibilities. Because when considering this 8 key question, I asked myself, do I have any role based responsibilities or any natural duties? And ethically, I believe the answer is no. It is not my responsibility to steal the medication because someone cannot afford it, whether this person is close to me or not.
Responsibilities to me was farther down on my list of important questions. I found outcomes to be more significant. This is because the short term outcome of my loved one's death outweighs the long term outcome of me getting caught and put in jail. In this case, my decision was based on the short term outcomes of making sure that my loved one lived and would happily deal with the long term outcomes of getting caught and put in jail to make sure that they lived a successful life.
Now that you've heard both of our opinions on the Heinz dilemma, what do you believe is the ethical right thing to do in this situation?
Thank you.